It's a USA South standoff here at Pride Field in Greensboro, North Carolina, on the campus of Greensboro College, as the GC Pride square off with the Brevard College Tornadoes. My name is Connor Young, and I'll be on the call alongside our wonderful crew here in Greensboro as we prepare to get underway from Pride Field. Taking a look at our coaches, starting with Greensboro. Coach Zalowski boasts 15 years of coaching experience at various levels, and her next lacrosse goal is to get this program in Greensboro moving back in the right direction. I couldn't think of a better woman for the job than Coach Zalowski. On the other end, in her first season, Roya Tomasebi has done a great job with a very solid, well-rounded Tornadoes roster. Tomasebi is coming off 2 years of Brevard College, serving as assistant coach, offensive coordinator, and recruiting coordinator, wearing a lot of different hats. Last season in the most successful season in Tornadoes history, and now she holds the reins as the head coach of this Brevard program. As we head to the opening draw control, looking for their first win in over 2 years, the Pride host the Tornadoes of Brevard here at Pride Field as we set to get on the move with the opening draw control of the afternoon. We are underway from Pride Field. Rosanna Espinosa-Potts finds the ball right off the draw control. She uses her height to her advantage, towering over many of the Tornadoes and winning possession for Greensboro. However, a turnover will quickly get things going the other direction as Brevard now will take over possession. Brevard looking to work down the near sideline as both teams trading turnovers within just the first 20 seconds of play. There's almost another one, and it actually might be. A lot of contact comes through on the near side, and this is going to go against the Tornadoes. Number 17, Paige Nubular. In the area, it's going to be possession warranted for Greensboro. The referee's talking over.
Start the game clock and go to 83 on the shot clock.
I believe it's a shot clock discrepancy that's being talked through here. It will be Greensboro possession when we start back up. Pride are still in search of their first win of the season. Started off their 2024 campaign with a record of 0-7, while just 2 of those losses so far this season coming against USA South opponents. The Pride finished 2023 with a record of 0-14 and a similar record in 2022, going 0-12 on that season. Greensboro looking for their first win in literal years here at Pride Field on this Saturday afternoon. Today could be the day for Coach Zalowski and company. The 5th win of the season was a nail-biter for the Tornadoes in their last game out, pushing their record up to 5-4. They took the win over Averett by a final score of 13-10. Ball on the turf, both teams looking for the pickup. The Tornadoes able to find it first, as both these teams look to settle in. A couple minutes have passed by here in quarter number 1. Feed inside, can't go stick to stick. This is going to go to Greensboro. Emily Gearhart will get things started for Greensboro. Gearhart finally kicked the scoring off of the Pride here at Pride Field against Guilford 1 game ago. Gearhart often is that veteran calm in the middle of the storm for the Pride. One of their most reliable offensive options, Gearhart would go on to score again late in that matchup, securing the multi-goal performance. This one's going to go all the way to the netminder for the Tornadoes. Starting in between the pipes will be Kyla Smith-Fondle, the freshman. We've got a pair of underclassmen goaltenders. Kyla Smith-Fondle, the freshman for Brevard, and for Greensboro, Carly Walton, the sophomore, getting the starting nod from Coach Zalowski. Neither team able to stick with possession for long here in the early goings of the opening 15 minutes. The Pride got out to an unbelievably slow start in their last game out right here at Pride Field. Took on Guilford College, and the first 7 goals all were scored by Guilford. Last time these two teams met, it was a thumping delivered by the Tornadoes. They popped for 24 goals, beating down the Pride by 20. The final score was 24-4 Tornadoes. They're certainly looking for a similar result this time on the road at Pride Field. Battling defensively. Are the Pride. Pass inside, quick shot, backed up. In position was Kelsey Hamrick, the freshman. Got a lot of freshmen in the starting lineup of this Brevard College team. Maddie Norris, Casertano, Hamrick, and the goaltender as well, and Smith-Fondle. There's a young core brewing at Brevard, and it's going to be interesting to see how this freshman class develops over the next 4 years as this program continues to trend in the right direction. Like we already mentioned, coming off their most notable season in program history 1 year ago, with a solid core of returners followed up by a recruiting class that certainly has shown some promise. You got to think ball is moving in the right direction for the Tornadoes. Currently moving in the right direction for the Pride as they work into the offensive end. Defense will help out the goaltender and make it a little easier for Smith-Fondle to pick up the ground ball, and off to the races go the Tornadoes, cycloning up the field as they'll be successful on the clearance. Still yet to see our first shot for either team, and that's defended beautifully by Emily Gearhart. We've talked about her already and how she was able to contribute on the scoring end in their last game against Guilford, but she's even better defensively. As you saw right there, she causes the turnover all on her own. We take under 10 minutes left to go here in our opening quarter. Brevard on the doorstep. Slung forward. Up and over the head of a Tornado, trying to scoop up the ground ball. Now Espinoza Ponce doing her best. It's going to be knocked all the way down to the corner. The Pride eventually able to pounce as Espinoza Ponce can get it. Now she'll pass it off. Madison Wildman will look to go in. Right into the stick of a member of the Tornadoes. As Brevard continues to look to move in transition, Maddie Norris, a freshman, making her way downfield. Norris drops it. Norris gets it back up. It'll be a fresh shot clock of 70 seconds for the Tornadoes. Heavy winds here in Greensboro. A very sunny, warm day throughout the afternoon. Wind starting to pick up right as the Tornadoes get on the field. How fitting. As they're looking to open things up. That's a good start. And a score. The pass inside makes it easy for Paige Nubular. That's Paige's 13th of the season. The sophomore midfielder added 3 goals and an assist against Averett. Gaza team high 5 turnovers with 4 ground balls. Collected a free position goal as well. Complete player for the sophomore. The opening goal will go to the Tornadoes here in Greensboro.
Can you hit the horn, please? Hit the horn on the thing so they know.
Having a bit of a clock issue once again here.
It's not stopping.
Referees talking things over with Coach Zalowski, and as they figure that out, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back when we get this settled. We appear to be back up and operational here at Pride Field as we just saw our first goal of the contest scored by the Tornadoes. We'll have our second draw control of the day. Draw control is one of the biggest and easiest ways the Pride can turn their season around starting today. They have been helpless at times on the draw control, and as good as their defense is at causing turnovers, they have to put some less pressure on their defense by winning initial possession more often. This time, once again, Brevard comes away with the draw control. Nice save. Carly Walton, the sophomore, swats away the shot attempts. Walton, though only a sophomore, brings a veteran presence of mind between the pipes. She's shown moments of greatness this season and done a very good job for this team, even more as the season has gone on and she's got more and more experience as a goaltender. If you're Walton, you're just looking for some more help in front of you going forward here in 2024. This one's going to find the stick of Walton as it goes directly towards the netminder, and she's going to look to find a quick outlet pass. The ride from the Tornadoes coming in heavy as they're stretching all the way past the attacking 30 is a pass lobbed forward. Can't be looked in cleanly by Gabby Heck, the freshman, and that's going to give another opportunity here to the Tornadoes. Nice pass in, can't look it in, posted up near post. All alone for the Tornadoes, as that was Hill. With a lot of room to work, and you don't want Hill that up close in personal. She scored twice against Everett in a very high-scoring affair. Along with fellow sophomore Paige Nubular, the two combined for 5 goals in that game. This coaching staff has a very strong sophomore class on their hands, to say the least, and we talked about that already. This is a young core being headed up by a couple key veterans that could really make some waves in the USA South in the years to come. But at the same time, this program's not a time that's just waiting for a couple years to really get things building. They want to go now, and they feel like they can compete for the USA South Conference right away here in 2024. Looking to go stick to stick. Heavy defense and an active stick on the far side, making it difficult for the Pride to pick it up. Samaya Mitchell, the freshman, the intended target on the far side. Tornadoes set up shop once again. Brevard has defeated Greensboro in both of their last pairings, although the first 2 games of the All-Time Series, the Pride took the W. Brevard goes for 3 straight wins against the Pride this afternoon. So far, the lone goal going to the Tornadoes. They're looking to add on to their lead. 55 seconds on the shot clock in a 1-0 first quarter. And there's goal number 2. Passed right out in front. Sophia Harden, the freshman, just another one of these young